So good morning everyone. Today we're gonna have a flow that is going to relieve stress from the hips and is going to open up our chests. Everyone knows that I like to open up the chest because it gives loads of energy, especially in the morning. And the flow we are going to do is actually a flow you can do at any time of the day, even in the evening. If you do it in the evening, then take more breaths in the different poses to really calm yourself down, make more use of the exhales. Whilst if you do it in the morning, we really want to do it into a flow, a real vinyasa, to energize our bodies. So it's really a flow that is really good for the body, that is probably going to satisfy you. I'm sure about it. And it will wake us up. So that's what we need. You can start.
Sorry to interrupt, but yeah. I don't know if I can't see your feet.
You can't see my feet? Oh.
I don't know if I did fit to. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, better?
Yeah.
Are you now still able to see my face?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you can start at more at the tops of your mat. You can place your feet wider than hip width apart. It doesn't have to be as wide as the mat, but really wider than hip width apart to keep space. Try to feel your entire foot. So really place your entire foot on the mat. Feel it out a little. You can close your eyes and just start with wiggling around a bit so that you can truly feel the support of the mat beneath your feet. And see if you can find your balanced middle. So whilst wiggling, all of a sudden you can find some stillness. And then that is where you should go. That is your balanced placing for today. Alright, so then you can open your eyes. You can let the shoulders down. Really relax the shoulders all the way down. Open up the arms. And then on an inhale, we're going to take it slow today. So on an inhale, we're going to rise up with the arms forward. So rise up. Keep your shoulders down, and when you're all the way at the top of your inhale, then hold your breath, keep your lungs filled with oxygen, and lift the heels. When you feel that the exhale is coming, you're going to take it all the way down, so you're going to sit down on the exhale, and when you feel it, you're going to place your hands on the mat. If here, in this pose, if you feel that your heels are lifted, or that they should be lifted, that it's not comfortable to place your feet flat on the mat, then you can place the pillow or the blanket just underneath your heels, so you can truly sit down. It's a little elevation of the mat. We're going to do that a couple of times, really to warm up the body. So on an inhale, we're going to rise all the way up again. Exhale down. Inhale, take it forward, rise all the way up. If you're fully inhaled, with your filled lungs, you're going to lift the heels. And then on an exhale, rain it all the way down. Place your hands on the mat, really relax them down. And when you feel the next inhale, you're going to push the feet into the mat and come all the way up, stretch it out. And on the exhale, take it down. Again, inhale. At the top of your lungs, lift your heels. And then on the exhale, rain it all the way down. Again, inhale, rise up. Exhale down. Inhale, rise up. Fill those lungs, keep the shoulders down, keep the rest of your body relaxed, and lift the heels at the top. And then when you feel the exhale coming, take it down. Now be careful. Place your hands on the mat. And on an inhale, you're going to lift your bum all the way to the sky. If you cannot touch the floor anymore, no problem. Just grab a hold of your ankles or your shin bones, whatever feels good for you today. Let your head hang. You can keep breathing. Let your head hang loose. Really make use of gravity. Shake a little no. Really feel relaxation in your neck. Shake a little yes. Oh, this feels really good, especially the yes. As if you're saying yes to your body, yes to today. And then on an inhale, you're going to do a halfway lift. Your version, you can choose. And on the next exhale, you're going to again place your hands on the mat and take a big step backward with your right foot. And place your knee on the mat. On the inhale, you're going to rise up, hands in warrior one. But really see if you can take up space, if you can really open up your arms, open up your chest, keep your shoulders low, and look up. Breathe. And then on the exhale, watch it. You're going to straighten your front leg, and you're going to sit down at the top of your heel from your right leg. Sorry. Place your hands on the mat. And if you're here today, that is perfect. You're going to breathe here a couple of times. But see if you can use your exhale to sink a little deeper into the pose. So every time you inhale, you rise up a little. And on the exhale, you rain it down just a bit further. Again, inhale, rise up a little. And on the exhale, take it down. One more breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take it down. On the next inhale, you're going to roll all the way back at the full foot, the full front foot. That's a tongue twister. And then inhale, lift your back leg, twist it a little into warrior one pose. So really keep your footing. Make sure you have a strong foundation. Mind that first before you lift your arms. So really ensure a full touching of your entire feet with the mat. And then on an inhale, rise up. Take up the same space again. See if you can look all the way to the sky. If that is not possible for you, also fine. Then you keep your gaze just to the front. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, sink a little deeper into the pose. Inhale, open the chest. And on the exhale, you're going to open all the way up into warrior two pose. So keep your feet where they are and look all the way to the front. See if you can truly stretch out the arms. And then on an inhale, we're going to come into reversed warrior. So place your hand at the top of your thighs, twist your arm, and take it all the way to the back. So you can really feel a stretch from your fingers all the way into your toes. Your entire front body is stretching. Then on the exhale, you're going to rain it down. Take both feet pointed towards the front of your mat. So it's not in an angle anymore. You take it to the front of the mat. And then place your right hand next to your left foot. And on an inhale, come into a gentle twist. Look up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale where you are. And then on the exhale, come back all the way to the front. Let your head hang loose. And when you feel the next inhale, take your time coming up one vertebrae at a time. Try to take it slow. Keep your shoulders down. And then feel it out a little. See if you can observe. Maybe you can feel your heart beating in your chest. Maybe you can feel that there's a disbalance between left and right. Maybe there's nothing you can feel. It's also fine. Just accept what is. Or try to accept what is. And then take a deep inhale and a good relaxing exhale. Do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Open your eyes if you hadn't already. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So again, start with your feet wider than hip width apart. Make sure you feel grounded. So lift the toes a little to ensure that you can slowly put them down and really feel your firm foundation. Then on an inhale, we're going to rise up all the way up. At the top, you're going to lift your heels from the mat. And then at the exhale, you're going to rain it all the way down into a Yogi Squat. On the inhale, you're going to lift your bum and really feel the balance here. I mean, if you have your hands on the mat, really see the shift from your feet to your hands, and make sure that you can lift your entire body with the half on your feet and the other half in your hands. If your hands are on your legs, you can also have the same feeling. Really feel the support of your hands on your legs. Let your head hang loose. Shake a little yes. Really do that slowly or with control. Shake a little no. Then on the inhale, you're going to do a halfway lift, your version. You can do it with airplane arms or with arms stretched out, also possible. But I'm going to mind my monstera, so I'm going to do it with airplane arms. And then on the exhale, I'm going to rain it down again. And on the inhale, I'm going to now place my left foot all the way to the back and my knee all the way to the mat. Here I am in my foundation. Try to again really feel it. Feel how your weight is divided all the way throughout the body. Try to be mindful about how that feels. You know, yoga is really about trying to feel yourself in the poses, so don't rush yourself through any poses. Really feel where you are. Try to see what it's like. Try Try to be grounded for whatever that means to you. And then on an inhale, rise up, look up if you can, take up space, keep your shoulders wide. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, really open up the chest. Try to feel the opening of the chest. And then on the exhale, you're going to sit on your heel and stretch out your right leg, your front leg. Again, here on the inhale, you're going to look up, lift yourself a little. And on the exhale, you're going to take it down. If it's too hard for you on the toes, which is perfectly fine or perfectly possible, you can also place your feet flat on the mat. Should have said that earlier maybe. Sorry about that. So on an inhale, lift. And on the exhale, rain it down. It is a deeper twist though, if you place your feet on the mat. Because it shifts your focus. One more inhale. Inhale, open up the chest, shoulders down. And exhale, see if you can rain it down. On the next inhale, we're going to roll our foot to the front again. You're back in your beginner's lunge, your beginner's position. Then put your toes into the mat. And on an inhale, lift your knee. Make sure that your front knee stays bent, the top of your ankle. And your left leg is going to shift just a little bit, a little angle, about 45 degrees, so that your toes are actually pointed to the left corner of your mat. That's how you should see it. You can keep your stance as wide as you had it in the beginning, or you can take it a bit closer if you want to challenge yourself in balancing. And make sure that your hips are faced forward, and on the inhale, come into your warrior one pose. With focus, take up space. We're not serving anyone by being small. I heard that sentence a couple of weeks ago and I just absolutely love it. You don't serve anyone by being small. Remember that. So on an inhale, really open up the chest. Relax the shoulders down, and on an exhale, try to see if you can sink a little deeper into the pose. One more inhale. And on an exhale, come into warrior two pose. Really straighten the hands. Make yourself as long as possible. On the next inhale, we're going to come into reversed warrior. So stretch it out all the way. Breathe, keep breathing. See if you can open up your chest just like you did in warrior one pose. And on the next exhale, we're going to rain it all the way down. Place your hands onto the mat. And then on the inhale, you're going to really push your left hand into the mat and take your right hand all the way up into a gentle twist. See if you can look to your hand. If it's not possible, it's also fine. And then exhale, take it all the way down. Come into your forward fold again. Do that with some ease, with some sukha. Let your head hang loose. Really make use of gravity, as if your head weighs too much and you're just letting go of things. You're letting go of what is not serving you today. Take a deep inhale and then a long, relaxing exhale. One more time, deep inhale. rise it up, even slower than you did before. Really take your time, try to feel it out. Feel your legs, your knees. Really come up with control. Slow it down. Make sure your head keeps on hanging until you're all the way up. So that is the last thing to come up. And now try not to fidget, but just feel what this has done to you. My eyes are closed now, so I can observe better. If that is the case for you as well, then you can open up your eyes now. And you can start to fidget, like me. Then on the next inhale, we're gonna, one more time, rise up, really take up space, make yourself as long as possible, rise all the way up. And then on the exhale, we're gonna sit down again, but now we're gonna really sit down. So we're not gonna come into a yogi squat, but we are going to place our hands behind us and come into a seated position. You can straighten out the legs, but do it again with ease. Don't be forceful in it. In other poses, I would say really stretch out the legs and make sure you keep them tight. But we're at the end of our session, so we're gonna take it a bit slower, a bit easier. So place your legs on the mat. Keep your feet flexed though, so keep your toes pointing upward. And then on an inhale, we're gonna stretch out the arms, a bit like we did in the beginning. So make your upper body as long as possible. And then on the exhale, watch it, on the exhale, we're gonna do as if we come into a forward fold, but we're gonna take our time. And once we feel like we're there, we are going to let our hands come all the way to the mat. Take your time getting there. Be slow and mindful about it. You don't need to touch your toes or your feet. It's not needed now, not in this pose. And then take a deep inhale, open up your chest. And see if you can use your exhale to come a little deeper into the pose, whatever that means to you today. Take a couple of breaths here and use that exhale. One more deep breath. And on your next inhale, you're going to slowly come up. Keep your shoulders down. Place your head really on top of your spine. Make your spine as long as you can. And then wherever you are, cross-leg your feet. But here again, do it with ease. I don't want you to force yourself into a lotus position. Just do it with an easy, gentle pose. Close your eyes. Place your hands gently on your knees. And see if you can make your spine long again, keeping your shoulders down. See if you can feel the length of your spine. And breathe. Don't force it. Just breathe. Let your body internalize what you have done by just sitting with it. And then on your next inhale, you can open up your eyes with a soft gaze. Bring your hands to your heart. And then I would like to thank you for being here again with me. I really, really love it that you're always here. It's really something I look forward to. So thank you. And thank you for showing up for yourself as well today. I wish you an amazing day, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Namaste.